So as some of you guys will know, Ark is going to be getting some huge changes into 2019, which is meant to change the game in the sense of fixing all of the problems with it, quality of life improvements, and everything like that. Now recently we did get a pretty big update which has changed a load of things within the game, and I'm going to be showing you what has changed in today's video and talking about a few other things to do with Ark. If you haven't seen my other videos that I've done in the past week, I really recommend you go check them out because it's going to be talking about, well, one of them talks about the January update and the other one talks about what to expect throughout the whole of 2019, so it's pretty awesome. But today we're going to be talking about some of the fixes that have come with the update and also what to expect going forward. Now if you guys do enjoy today's video, as always, make sure to smash a like on today's video. It really does mean so much to me, and if we can hit over that 1,000 likes, as always, it would really mean so much to me. It helps out the channel so much, and be subscribed if you haven't been subscribed already. So yeah, anyway, let's get straight in with the video. So this was the update we did get, and this was for the console. Don't worry, the PC is getting all of the stuff. Usually they get it first, and it's just about optimizing Ark to make sure it's perfect. Now I know I've said this line in the same video all the time, but it's all about Wildcard hitting the task of getting towards this next generation Ark. That's the title, what they want to call it, and sort it out for 2019, and that's what I'm going to be talking about a little bit later in the video. So I'm not going to be reading over the dino changes, and the reason because of that is, you know, I'm just going to say dino changes. You guys can pause the video if you want to, but the main thing in today's video is optimizing the game. And now I know that could be dinos as well, but I want to talk about more as the game and maps in general. So for Extinction, fix for the King Titan. Now, as we read through these, don't worry, there's lots of other stuff I'm going to be talking about the next optimized Ark later on in the video, but I wanted to read through the update first, and let me know if you've noticed any changes in the comment section down below, especially to how the game is being optimized, which is further down in the patch notes. So fix for King Titan environmental effects starting again after boss despawned. Fix for the other bosses interrupting King Titan environmental effects. Cave entrance cooldown display bug fix. Radius, increased radius of city meteor shield. Now this is for Extinction, by the way, guys. Improvements to dome shaders and reduced meteor impact damage to 750, and improvements to height fog in desert biome. Now that was everything that happened with Extinction. The Titan's got some changes, and if you guys want to, you can read through it, and the orbital supply drops as well. But I'm not going to be talking about dinos in the video, as I just don't feel like it's necessary to what we're actually talking about today. But there was actually a huge improvement to the dino quality, which I'll get to now, which is like a bit of a hidden TLC in my opinion. So moving down, so dropped items, improvements to drop item on low FPS server, prevented drop items from falling through structures on load, and prevented dropped items from ghosting through structures if thrown close to them. What a lot of people have told me, and I agree with, is Wildcard now, since, you know, people have moved on to Atlas and Wildcard's new team is ready and prepared, they've really noticed all these annoying bugs being fixed now, and I feel like we're going in the right way, guys. It's gonna happen. So the rest of the stuff is dinos and creatures, so if you do want to pause the video and read for you guys can, if you want to know what's happened to your favourite dinos. The item balloon as well, we got the Gacha, we got the Ice Titan, and then here, as you guys can see, I wanted to talk, there's been improvements to flyers and stuff, but there was a fix low frequency crash. Now I don't really know what crash that is. Recently I haven't had any crashes. I've had one crash in the past like week, so that's pretty awesome. I remember the days of playing Ark and you'd get a crash every 10 I don't know, every 10 minutes or something. It used to be absolutely awful. So you can see the game has come a long way. Now the performance, there's been improvements to server performance. I would always hope that Wildcard would kind of tell us a little bit more and expand on what these performances are, but still, that's pretty awesome there. This is for map markers, Snow Owl, pretty much all of that stuff there. But then, for the Xbox, improvements to dino quality was made, and improvements to environmental quality was done as well. Now, Wildcard have said their main plan is getting, for the next few months, and, well, not the next few months, I'll say the next 2 months, is getting the environment quality sorted out, the graphics on the game, because it's been a huge problem, especially on Xbox. Now, PS4 is going to be getting all of, like, the separate stuff, which is all going to come in with this next generation Ark, but also improvements to dyno quality was made as well, which is what I'm talking about this sort of hidden TLC type of thing, which I think is fantastic. And that is the changes that we rarely ever get on Ark, and let me know, guys, that if when you've downloaded this update, which was a little bit earlier, I think it was yesterday or the day before, something like that, then let me know if you've actually seen a big change or not, because it's pretty interesting. So that is the main thing I wanted to cover in today's update, like really just to sort of that stuff. The rest of that was just like talking about like what the event is active at the moment, which is Winter Wonderland. But now I'm going to be moving on to the next part, which is talking a bit more about this optimized Ark for 2019. So in this part of the video, we're going to be talking about some of the things that is going to make this game fully optimized into 2019, more just fully like sort of polished and making it perfect. And the first one is the lag. Now, Wildcard know this is a problem, and it has improved so much recently. The one thing I want to hear from you guys is, if you play on officials, how bad is the lag anymore? Because I haven't played on an official server for ages. I just have my rented servers that I play on with friends. So let me know what it's like, because this is something Wildcard are going to be sorting. Lag problems, huge. There's so many problems with lag, and there has been in the past. I don't really ever get it on any other servers, especially if you're on single player anymore. I find the game so smoothly running, so I don't have any problems with that. And another thing I've noticed that people have been saying in the comment sections of these types of videos is things like, Dom, I'm having no issues with Ark, like what's going on? And I sometimes feel like the main core issues is in the official, and that's so much better, because official is just multiplayer, and anything multiplayer is going to have problems. There's going to be different things. Now, when I say there's going to be problems, I want this to lead on to the next thing that I'm talking about fully optimized Ark, is glitches and exploits. Now, if you guys know, in Ark, there is so many different glitches and exploits. The main one being the meshing, which is what I talked about in my last video, which is going to be sorted out more for the January update. Wildcard always sort out meshing. They try and bring something new out for it to stop it in any update that they do. But they have said and talked about how meshing is very hard to stop, and the reasons behind it, and it's because of the engine they use. But glitches and exploits seem to be being fixed all the time, with different like holes being patched in the land, and Wildcard will continue to do that to make sure they can try and patch as many holes as they can in the game. And the same thing applies for glitches. When I first played Ark, there were a lot of glitches right from the beginning. There was a glitch where you could literally just stand still. If it's even on my channel, which this was obviously this was only on single player, so I didn't mind uploading it back then. But you could literally just like use the left and right trigger to like use your axe, and you would just pick up wood and thatch constantly. And if you've been on my channel right from the start, you may remember that. But different glitches that work on the multiplayer side of things is really unfair and gives people an unfair advantage. So any that I've found are being sorted right now. But I think you guys will agree with me in this sort of way, that the meshing is just the main problem that in the glitches and the exploits side of things, which is really annoying a lot of people. Moving on to the next thing is just sort of me talking about bugs and crashes and stuff. As you know, there has been quite a few bug fixes recently. There's been some huge ones that have been sorted out by Wildcard. Now, if you're currently facing a bug that you don't think is that well known and is really frustrating you, then make sure to send a support ticket to Wildcard, which is on their website. You can go straight onto the community forums. You can go straight onto finding their email by typing in Wildcard email support a ticket or something like that, and you'll find it, and you can submit it to them, send them pictures, send them what it is, and if they're going to be reading it, and they'll literally just say thank you, and they send it straight back off to the developers and the devs and stuff, and they'll get that sorted out for you. So make sure to do that if you're experiencing it, because Wildcard can't do anything if they don't know about it, because it's the same way they said about how they have 10 professional people doing QA, but that's not going to be the same as if millions of players are playing their game. You know, there's going to be, in one of those millions, there's going to be someone that finds something else that those 10 people couldn't. So that's the pretty interesting side about it. Now, crashes, I feel like that is actually kind of, since the last update we talked about earlier, is pretty much sorted. Now, I could be wrong there, and some of you guys are probably going to say, Dom, I can't believe you said that, because there is no way this has actually been fully sorted. But I haven't had a crash, as I said in the first part, it's been one time in a week, and I really feel like Wildcard have finally sorted this out and made it perfect. And if there's any, again, submit a ticket or anything like that, Wildcard probably know about most of them anyway and getting them sorted, because as you saw in the first part, they've already fixed another crash problem, so that is fantastic. But really, that is the main stuff we're going to be looking forward into optimized Ark into 2019. Now, I can't actually say this is going to happen for sure. Well, it's going to happen, but I can't say what time it's going to happen for sure on the new TLC, which I think that can come under optimized Ark, because the dinos definitely need a big boost in the game. There's so many. I've made plenty of videos on TLC now, and that would be fantastic in getting that coming in the next few months, making the dinos look better. I feel like once they fixed and polished the game and made the dinos look better, this could really look like one of the best dinosaur games there is, which it kind of is right now. I think there's not really any other bigger dinosaur games. But anyway, well, I know there's some. You guys will probably get annoyed. I know there's like the Isle and stuff, but this is definitely the most popular one that we know about so far. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it and you got all the information about optimized Ark in 2019, smash a like, and let's try and hit over that 1,000 like target. Be subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you guys later.